Well, hello there everyone, and welcome along to what is today a slightly different topic to what we've been on recently, but don't worry, we will give you a brief update, of course, on what we've been doing with the monorail, but we're going to talk about storage. We have a couple of different storage areas in our realm, and of course, this has been done by different people, and I thought it'd just be cool to show you what we've come up with and what we've been doing. It may even give you some ideas and inspirations for your own build. We're actually in my friend's treehouse at the minute. I'll show you what this looks like from the outside very soon, but it's sort of like a pod that lingers off of the main tree trunk. It's quite a cool design idea actually, and it's definitely something that's worth doing if you've never done a kind of like a tree trunk design before. However, as you can see in here, this is his storage area, and yes, it is actually quite nice, nicely laid out, lots and lots of chests. As you can tell though, not everything is labelled just yet, but it should all be pretty accurate for the items that are in there, you know, end items. Of course, you could even put a sign on here if you wanted to physically label them as well, but I do think if you don't use picture frames, just make sure you're using picture frames. They're so much cooler to be looking at each time, and apparently it's just a random shulker box there with a bowl in, so no idea why that's there, but it is. Now, let us jump off so you can see what this tree house looks like. Now, let's try and do this in the safest way humanly possible, which, this is going to go well, apparently. Right, let's land on top of this house. You can see the Redeemer looking over everything in the background, tormenting us day in and day out, and yes, that was a friend who can't really build very well, built this enormous tower with a bloke on it. That's a story for another day. This is what the treehouse looks like. As I said, it's kind of like pods coming off of the main tree area. I don't think there's too many vines growing off of this. I think it's all pretty much hedge, but there could be some vines up there as well. I can't tell from all the way down here. That's how good my eyesight is, apparently. But like I say, you can have mini bits coming off of it as well. That was just one of the ways one of my mates stores his own items, and you know, I thought it'd be cool just to give that design idea to you. And then you come to our house of chaos. Let us play a song in the background, because why not? Now, this is not my storage room, okay? This is not what we designed. This was just our first house we made. We panic built it, as you can imagine, and then, you know what, it turned into a meme and we decided to keep it. But it does have some key items upstairs. I mean, I say key items, there's bloody cobble, but you always need cobble for things. However, if we head downstairs, you will find not only one of our underground train lines, yes, that goes all the way to the end, that particular one, not only an aquarium with one of the stolen dragon heads that's meant to be in my trophy room. I have no idea why all the chickens just stand in these holes. If anyone knows, I would be intrigued to know why on earth that is, but there you go, that's all of them. But if we go through our special locked door, look at that. It is a lava storage room. Ignore the dirt on the roof. Well, it is literally the ground right above us, so that's how close we are. We should have dug it a little bit deeper. However, it does have stone going around. Those two got destroyed and still haven't fixed them, but we have everything in this storage room. Well, I say everything. Plenty of space to add extra chests and that sort of thing as we go along. I've tried to keep it as organised as humanly possible, but it is quite a nice design. I would rather the roof was stone, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to go about mending that, because I'm pretty sure it is just one block up, and that is the outside right there, so it's going to be a bit of a pig's ear to try and fix. You may be thinking to yourself, lava around all your chests and items, what happens when it goes wrong? Well, it does go wrong quite a lot. However, you will be surprised to know, or not surprised to know, the lava just doesn't destroy the chests, it just goes round them, or at least that's what's always happened to me when there's been an explosion in here. I mean, you may be thinking, why is there an explosion here? For some reason, roughly here, again, no idea why, it seems to spawn mobs, and there has been the odd creeper, which is why we've now put in this locking door system, because, you know, it was becoming a bit of chaos where each time a creeper came up the stairs, scared the absolute heck out of me, and then blew up our front room. So, yes, absolute chaos. That's kind of the design, and if you come up the other way, this is what it looks like. It's really cool. And I really would say, if you've never done a lava room, it doesn't have to be a storage room, why not? It does require quite a lot of lava, and my friend did, I can't remember if he made an infinite source or not, I can't remember if that's a thing with lava. He did the walls anyway, he put all the lava in, so that was totally him. I came back and I was like, what the heck have you done? And then it turned into quite a nice idea in the end. And there's just some chickens. They're not roasted chickens, but they do sometimes walk into the wall and die, so that does happen. But yes, folks, that's our storage room, and that is our lava storage room. What we'll do quickly, though, is I have still been working very slowly, because the next video we do is going to be us actually finishing and building this log cabin. The log cabin for the monorail station is starting to take some type of shape now. We briefly streamed it the other day, me going along and building it, and you know what? I'm actually quite pleased with how it's turning out. I'm just going with the flow. know on it, to be honest with you. Just putting blocks in, seeing how they look. At the minute, it is a mix of spruce wood, oak wood, and then with some cobbly stone thrown in. If you look in the distance, this is how it's appearing at the minute. Now, don't forget we have got the 2 platforms going on here, so you do get those as well. But we've done the roof a little bit different to how I was expecting to do it for the actual building. I've layered it with stone here. The reason we did that is it didn't look right unslabbed, to be honest. The roof was far too upwards, and I didn't actually want to use stairs on it because it didn't feel quite so hutty when we were doing the design. The sides of the building currently, we've actually just used stone slabs. It's going to be a bit more of a gradual incline on this. And then we'll build, again, it'll be some wood along the bottom, and then a nice big glass window, I think, looking out, and then the other side will have like a log fire and all of that. So it is coming along really well, and like I say, in the next video is going to be a proper full-length video, and we will try and finish this build in it, or at least get the actual shell constructed. Not too sure what we're doing with the upstairs pillar yet, but I do quite like it sticking out, so figure something out for the actual top layer of it. But once we've done that, we're pretty much there with this station, or at least the shell of the station. We've got the platforms, we've got the building. You know, if you're coming along at it from certain angles, I think it looks quite nice. Like I say, it's nowhere near finished, but it's slightly different to what we're seeing, and it's all even, all bounces nicely. So can't really complain too much. But yes, folks, like I say, if you are new around here, we are going to be continuing with this build, and the actual video next time is just going to be me building it and finishing the other half, putting some walls in, maybe putting some windows, and try and do a bit of the interior as well. So it'll be more of a full length one. This was just kind of a little catch up again, and just show you some of the things that we have built, and maybe some ideas for yourself and your own realms and survival. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back for another one incredibly soon, where hopefully we can actually eat a potato.